Hello, this is Pierre Igoa, and I'm here with
Nancy Zubiri. So we're here in Los Banos, California, which has had a Basque club for a very long time, but they were also celebrating the 50th anniversary of NABO, which is the North American Basque Organizations. And it's kind of an umbrella organization of Basque clubs in the U.S. And we are going to interview today several members, officers in the club to hear what they have to say about NABO. Okay, so we're here with Philippe Acheritogaray, and he was just finished his term as president, right?
Right, yeah. I just finished 5 terms as the president of the North American Basque Organizations. I was first elected in 2018 at the Winnemucca Convention, and this year in Los Banos we elected Jean Flesher to succeed me.
Okay, excellent. So tell us a little bit about what NABO means to you, and what do you think NABO has done that's been important?
Well, I mean, NABO started in 1973, so basically for my whole life, NABO's been around, has been part of the Basque club environment. But over the years, I mean, its main signature flagship event is Udaleku, and that's the summer camp that each member club takes on each summer. And they take on about 100 kids, and they teach varying Basque culture agenda items like language, dance, music, history, and kids from all different parts of the United States. And it's created a common identity for all these families who have immigration history from varying provinces of the Basque country. And over the years, it's created a collective identity in the United States as a kind of a unified Basque. And I think that's one of the main successes of NABO.
Okay, and can you talk to us a little bit about that? Like, where are the Basques from in the United States, and how did they used to be, and how are they now as a result of the activities or the work of NABO?
Yeah, that's a great question, because this is our 50th anniversary of NABO, and it started because there were a group in Boise, and they had this educational committee, and they were trying to get contacts from Basques from across the United States, and they realized it didn't exist. They didn't have it. And this is the 1970s, so you had telephone books. You just had people you knew, you had to call on the phone. So that was one of the major initiatives of the NABO, was to organize the Basques, a network. And traditionally, for example, in Boise, Idaho, or the state of Idaho, most of those Basques immigrated from the Biscayan province. Nevada, most from Navarre. California was Navarre and Lower Navarre. I know San Francisco was heavily Lower Navarre. So these different immigration groups had strong ties to their families' historical provinces. And through like I mentioned, through the NABO programs over the years, it kind of brought the American Basque to a unified identity.
Great, thank you very much.
And I'll just add that it's so significant that the premier scholar in the United States on Basque culture and identity, Bill Douglas, he coined it the NABO effect. This effect that through the NABO programs we have this collective identity, and that we feel that we're just Basque, not Biscayan Basque or French Basque or Spanish Basque or Guipuzcoan Basque, but we're just Basque because of this collective identity that NABO has fostered over the years.
And just to know, when they started NABO, how many clubs were there and how many clubs are there now?
Well, yeah, the start was very difficult because it was a new thing. A lot of clubs were skeptical about this new initiative. The politics in Europe with ETA was very raw, and people were concerned about that. And so there was only 8 clubs that started NABO in 1973, And those initial directors, some of which we were able to honor this weekend that are still with us, they worked very hard and tirelessly to recruit the other clubs and then to create programs that these clubs wanted to join. For example, the National Moose Tournament, the National Pilota Tournament. These clubs wanted to join that. So through the 70s, many of the clubs joined during that time.
And I'm here with the new Basque president of NABO, Jean Flesher. Jean, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been involved with the Basque community since I was about 12 or 13 years old. My mother's from the Basque country. My father wasn't. When my father passed away, I decided I wanted to get more in touch with the culture of my mother, which I feel is very unique. And I started then, and then when I was about 16, I joined our local Basque club. And when I was almost turning 18, somebody presented me to be the president of our Basque club. So they elected me as president of our Basque club. And I was also the NABO delegate for our club in those days. And ever since that, I've been very involved with Basque culture. I learned to play the accordion, do a lot of other things, involved in a lot of other stuff in the Basque culture and helping Basque clubs all over. So a lot of people asked me over the years, well, you should try to run for Basque NABO president. And finally I said, okay, yeah, I think I'm ready and I'm to take on the responsibilities and everything. So I agreed to do it and presented myself. And yesterday they elected me as president of NABO, or the day before yesterday.
Great. Well, congratulations, Jean. So, Jean, now as the new president of NABO, tell me, what's your agenda? What do you hope to do? How do you hope to improve the organization?
Well, my whole life I've spent in maintaining Basque culture. Had lots of people help me, including you guys. So my plan is to try to get NABO to promote programs that will not only keep the Basque culture alive for our kids' generation, but actually the one past that. Because now if our kids aren't in it, it's too late. But we want their kids to be involved with Basque culture and be ready to bring their kids out. So we need to promote some programs or start some new ones in conjunction with other people, other help that will help to do that, to show them what the Basque culture is, make them excited about promoting the Basque culture and keeping the Basque culture alive, and going on from there so that we don't die out.
So what is one of the best things that NABO has done for the Basque people or for the United States?
Okay, so I think in the idea of keeping our culture alive for the future, I think Udaleku is the best thing that NABO has ever done. And it's a model for other Basque organizations in other countries as well. And they have been several times to come up to study our program and to take it home with them. There's been several times that people from Argentina have come up. Some people from the Basque country have been, have their kids participate so they can go home and try to set something up like it. But it really is the jewel of the NABO program. As far as exposing our culture to the young kids before they even know the difference between what's their culture and what's not, or whatever, and try to get them involved. It's been a huge success. We went from, in the old days when there would be 12 or 13 students, to now we're over 100 students on almost every Udaleku. And we teach them several different aspects of the Basque culture, and each local club puts their own little spin on it, depending on what kind of facilities they have. I just think it's amazing. I think it's a good thing, and I like to build on that with some other programs, maybe similar or in meshing with Udaleku to get our kids involved.
I agree.
So in '73, they decided, why cannot we get together and be one big group? And so they formed a group. They met in Reno, and they all got together. They took their flags, they took the people, and they said, we are going to be one group. And we came up with NABO, or the NABO organization.
And we've totally lived through it. Now we have friends all over the Northwest from all the different groups, and it's been just fabulous. Our kids came through the same thing, and we're part of the music camps and everything that NABO sponsors. And just like they can call somebody in one of the groups clear across the country, and they know a friend, they know somebody there that can help them with whatever they need. And it's been fabulous.
We all have dance groups. We have moose card game. We all have
Yeah.
What else?
The music camps are now
Music
Udaleku.
camps. We have the dancing. You notice that we trade uniforms. And so
We do a lot of group
it's an
dances.
organization to see how the other organizations are doing.
And it's been wonderful for the kids coming up that they are, able to blend with the other groups and really feel at home, no matter where they are.
Doesn't seem like 50 years ago, does it?
No.
My name is Mayi Petracek. I was born Mayi Petracek. I'm originally from Chino, California. My parents own the Central Velasco Hotel that is still in business and being run by my brother and sister. I was involved in the Galvin Bat dance group. I was involved with Chino Basque Club, Southern California Euskal Basque Club in my early 20s and then I kind of moved away from the Basque culture, and it probably was not the best decision at the time, but for me and my lifestyle at the time, I needed to do that. And now I'm in Colorado. I'm married, and in 2015 I was approached to some of the community that I still kept in touch with, and they knew I was the president of the Colorado Escuela Chea, and they knew I was a CPA. They were looking for someone to replace Grace Menville, who was not doing too well health-wise. And so with my CPA skills, my Basque background, they asked me would I consider becoming the next NABO treasurer. I said sure. I was in that life cycle where I was ready to become even more fully engaged. But moving to Colorado and finding our little Basque community there and realizing, oh my gosh, I missed out so much by being away and being fully integrated into my Basque roots. So I said, yeah, I'll consider becoming treasurer. And that has fulfilled me more than I would ever thought something could fulfill me. We have a really special culture. And when you see all these little children like today dancing and performing, and you go, oh my gosh, this is third, fourth generation now. And it's through the support of NABO that we have been able to do this. It just fills my soul. Being in Colorado, we do have a very small club. So NABO gives me the opportunity to re-engage with my roots and really connect with other clubs.
And I'm here with Jean Pierre Etchechury. So Jean Pierre Etchechury, what is NABO?
Well, NABO is an umbrella organization that's incorporated 40-something clubs here in the United States and Canada. And NABO has been especially important to the Fresno Basque Club. I'm a delegate for them, for NABO, a NABO delegate. And I've also been a past president for the Fresno Basque Club. We've been very involved with their activities. We support NABO tremendously. One of the founding members I'd like to mention is Frank Pedeflous, who is also instrumental in NABO as well. He was a big supporter of NABO. He was also a past president for NABO. So Fresno has always appreciated all the help that they have gotten from NABO and have been very supportive.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about Frank Pedeflous, what he meant to you or what he meant to the Basque Club in Fresno.
Well, Francois was a tremendous treasure. Everybody knew him as the baker from Fresno, but he loved the Basque culture. He loved Basque Pilota, he loved NABO, he loved everything there was about the Basque culture, and he supported it 100%. Everything that Fresno has, much of it is owed to him, as well as the Campos family in Fresno. And to this day, 50 years later, we still have a very vibrant Basque community with a lot of Basque activities that go on there.
When NABO does its summer convention, they do it in a different community each year. And then that community makes an extra effort to bring people in. The delegates at the North American Basque Organization clubs and their delegates, they bring them from all all the clubs, and they bring dancers and musicians and athletes, right? We have the wood choppers and the weight carrying and all of that from many communities, and it turns into a very big event. And today was definitely a big event for Los Banos, which is actually kind of a small club, but they do a great picnic every year. I came to this picnic when I was young. I lived in San Francisco. We used to come here and we loved it. Just, I don't know, there's something about the atmosphere of being out in the country, and it was great. It was a great picnic here today.